The Dallas housing market has been a wild ride lately, and it's all thanks to one thing: interest rates. But where are we going next? Well, guess what? Buckle up, because today we're gonna dive into the interest rate roller coaster and what this means for buyers, sellers, and even investors. First things first, why are interest rates so unpredictable? Well, I'll tell you this: anything that has to do with real estate is very volatile, which means it changes with the economy. So inflation, the economy, there's so many different things that involve when it comes to interest rates. A lot of people think when the Fed rates drop, interest rates automatically drop, and that is not necessarily the truth. If you're someone who wants to follow interest rates more and be a little bit more well-versed, you want to follow the 10-year treasury, because that is going to tell you where we are with interest rates. And when I say interest rates, mortgage interest rates. In Dallas, we have definitely felt the higher mortgages, the higher interest rates, which is honestly making it challenging for both parties, buyers and sellers, which is causing a lot of people to kind of pause and sit on the fence, or they feel like it's a struggle to actually make homeownership a goal and a dream be a reality. And if you're a seller, actually sell your property and move on to something that's bigger and better. Well, I have news for you. I'm gonna talk to my buyers first, but don't fret, sellers. I will come to you next. I'm telling you now, buyers, lean in. Guess what? Things are becoming a little bit more challenging for them to be affordable. So like I've said, over the years that I have done this YouTube channel, buy where you can afford now and then trade up. And the reason why I say this is because affordability is going to be more and more challenging as the years go on. And interest rates, let's just take some historical stats. Last year in October, interest rates were about 8%. This year in October, interest rates are at about a 6.2. But guess what? When interest rates go up, what happens? Prices come down. So pricing was lower last year, even though the interest rates were higher. So those people who found their dream home last year, they can refinance, they have a lower monthly payment, they feel great, okay? But now, as interest rates start to come down, what happens to prices? Prices start to go up. So guess what? That makes you a little bit more in a spot where it's more competitive, a little bit more challenging, because when the price goes up, interest rates are lower. That's awesome. It's just actually finding and winning the home that you want. So with that being said, there is a window of opportunity right now, buyers, that you can take advantage of. It's always the best time to buy the right piece of real estate. And so if you find your dream home today, I would advise you to buy. Not just speaking as a realtor, I'm speaking as an investor, because I bought my condo at a 3.8% 3 years ago. And then today I am standing in my second property, and I bought this property at a 6.25 interest rates. But guess what? You know what that means? It's always the right time to buy the right piece of real estate. And so that is going to be my encouragement for you today, is if you find something that you love, buy it. And you can always refinance. And they are predicting interest rates will come down to about a 5, no lower than a 5. But when that time happens, you already have the house you want, you're not competing, and guess what? Now you have a lower monthly. All right, sellers, I told you I wasn't gonna forget about you. Guess what, sellers? You have opportunity too. I will say homes are sitting on the market a little longer than they once had. And I know sometimes it can feel very discouraging, but what I'm gonna tell you is there are still homes that are selling with multiple offers. We must price your property right. There's only 2 reasons why homes don't sell. It is condition and it is price. If the condition of your house is beautiful and the price is skyrocket, no one's gonna come look. Well, they might come and look, but no one will actually make an offer. And what I'm gonna advise you to do is price your house at market value. And the reason why is when you want a multiple offer situation, you have to go into it thinking that way. I'm gonna price my house for it to be a competitive price, which means you're gonna have competition. Or you can price your home where you're gonna have negotiation. I'm gonna price it higher because I know people are gonna negotiate you down. Well, if that's the case, just know and don't get upset when people do negotiate you down. Because like I love to tell all my sellers, we want the market to chase us. We do not want to chase the market. So with that being said, sellers, make sure you have someone who is partnering with you, who's going to be transparent with you, not someone who is going to just say, yes, whatever price you want to price the home is great, because this is not the market that you want to test the market, because you will be very disappointed that you might not get the results of what you would think. And for my investors, as you already know, when people are being greedy, you be cautious. And when people are being cautious, you be greedy. Right now, a lot of people are on the fence. A lot of people don't know what they want to do. So guess what? This is your opportunity to come in and snag so many properties. I actually have a new construction rep that I'm really good friends with who's been selling to a ton of investors. I have even created a pool of investors that I send my off-market properties to. So if you're an investor and you would like to be a part of that pool, please comment below. Also hit that subscribe button and like this and share this with someone that you believe that this can help. All right, Kira, all that information was great. But tell me, where are we headed when it comes to real estate? Well, I'm glad you asked. So as we are trickling into 2025, I'm gonna tell you this. Interest rates are gonna drop again right after the election, okay? And then they're gonna drop again most likely right at the end of the year or right in the beginning of the year, because what we have seen year after, well not year, anytime someone is in the presidency seat, this is what they do to give votes, and also this is what they do to straighten out the economy. They make real estate a little bit more affordable to make the economy a little bit better. And so, yes, it's gonna be great that interest rates drop, but guess what? When interest rates drop, all those people on the fence are gonna jump back into the game, which is gonna make it more competitive, which is gonna drive prices up, which is great for sellers, sometimes a little sad for buyers because it's gonna be more competitive. So I want you guys to really think smart. Right now we have an opportunity, a window of opportunity. Do you wanna buy now and refinance later? Or do you wanna be in competition later and then have to still refinance? The choice is yours. But this roller coaster of interest rates is going to continue. I don't necessarily know if it'll spike, but I don't have a crystal ball. All I know is I do believe we'll ride it up. We might ride it down a little bit. It might go back up again to then drop, and maybe drop, and then it will hover, okay? So I trust that this has brought you value. Share this video with someone that you believe that will truly help, and I will see you guys in the next video. Oh, I forgot to say, if you are thinking about, starting your journey or just need an actual plan to sell or buy a property, schedule a strategy session so I can get you from where you are to where you want to be. I love you guys, and there's nothing you can do about it. See you next time.
Oh my gosh, there she is. It's Kira Ford. Kira Ford. You don't know what? Never heard? Oh my gosh, she slays every time.